Center of the TriCounty Community Network, which is located here on the Pottstown campus of the Montgomery County Community College. You will find that the TriCounty Community Network provides job services, job search services, and something that they call Job Lab. And I'm happy to be able to bring you in and introduce you to the idea. I'm joined by Holly Parker and Adrian Turner. Holly is the executive director and Adrian is the trainer here. And one of the primary functions that they have is Job Lab. Can you tell us a little bit more about what Job Lab is?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Mobile Job Lab is a function of the TriCounty Community Network, as Senator Mensch mentioned. It's basically a triage center for people who are unemployed, underemployed, or are looking for some career support. We host it monthly here in this beautiful room at Montgomery County Community College the first Monday of every month, and it is open to the public. It is a
nice facility, yes, I must tell you that. All right, the resources that you have are up to date, modern.
Yes.
Now you're in the building with the community college. Are you affiliated in any way with the community college?
We are. Actually, the community college provides us with support for Job Lab. They allow us to use their room. They also send us students that may need to look for employment. That come and will talk to folks who might be looking to get an advanced degree or additional training.
A lot of the work that you do, you utilize volunteers. Can you talk about the volunteers?
Yes. Our volunteers really come from many different areas, but specifically for the Mobile Job Lab, we have HR professionals. We have professionals such as Adrian, who is a career coach, and other folks that understand workforce development. So those folks come together to provide support for people that come in for the Job Lab triage.
Very good. Adrian, can you talk a little bit more about the kinds of services that you provide, the specific training services? And I know off camera before we were talking about the difficulty with resumes today and so forth. And you had a lot of great ideas, so could you share some of that?
Sure. The services that the Mobile Job Lab provides include resume writing, how to do an effective online search. We also provide career coaching, and that's really important because some of the individuals who come for services may be undecided about what their next move is, or as Holly so nicely mentioned, they might be in their renaissance or career reinvention where they're looking for a different opportunity, a different way to utilize their skills. Other services we provide is actually getting them connected to CareerLink, because that helps them to get into the databases so that they can find employment, but also be able to have employers find them.
Very good. And you also mentioned, what is the other large, it's escaping me now, the large network on...
Sure. We do help individuals with their LinkedIn profile.
LinkedIn, thank you. That's,
right.
That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Certainly. LinkedIn is the #1 recruiting website for individuals, and it is also very heavily utilized not just by hiring organizations, but by individuals looking for positions. You can share your information in a way that makes you very attractive in searches so that employers can find you and be able to engage with you for opportunities.
And you had a great idea of something that you might attach to your online profile in the way of resume.
As Holly was mentioning and we were sharing, your resume is not just a business card. It has to share more about you because the competition is so intense for positions. So how can you stand out? And one of the ways that individuals can do that is by having a video resume. There's see your work, so it's a great way to show who you are so that employers will want to engage with you.
About.me.
About.me.
All right, I'll have to look that up. Holly, both of you have stressed and used the term Mobile Job Lab, and I introduced it as only Job Lab. So,
yes.
So can you expand on why is it called Mobile Job Lab?
Yes, Mobile Job Lab was sort of born out of TCN's old workforce programming, which was centered around going to locations in the community where the need existed. So we're sort of centered here at Montgomery County Community College. However, we have laptops, we have other resources that can travel, so we can go to other locations in in the area. It's been requested that we go to other locations within the county as well, even outside of the Pottstown area, to provide our services. So it's mobile so that we can move around as we need, but we are primarily housed in this beautiful facility.
Yeah, yeah. Who is your audience? Who do you offer your services to?
The people who attend the Mobile Job Lab are students. They're just members of the general community. We try to partner with organizations to let them know that this service is available. So like the YWCA, YMCA, and other organizations to send people that are visiting their organizations for services to have them come over. So it really is just anyone who's in the community who needs to find a job, who needs their resume updated, who doesn't know what their next step would be, that we would support them.
When we talk about some of these services, we approach them rather parochially in, say, Montgomery County. Is that your case? I mean, you're so close to Chester County, so are you bound by county borders?
Not at all. TCN works typically within 10 miles of the Pottstown hub. So we do serve northern Chester County, eastern Berks County. We do have a second job lab location in Boyertown Multi-Service, which is outside of Gilbertsville. So we're definitely open to all areas of the community that need our resources.
And how does someone find you?
Well, they can find us through the web at tcnetwork.org. They can certainly call our offices, or as Adrian mentioned, they can go to their local community resources that typically know about TCN and can kind of guide them to our services.
And what is the total cost to someone who wants to use your service?
It is completely free.
So
That's
it's
the
only
beauty of
their
Mobile
sweat.
Job Lab. Correct.
Right?
It is whatever they get out of it, whatever they want to put into it. Yes.
Okay, very good. We're just about out of time, but I'll ask either of you if there's any last comment you'd like to make, a plug for your service that we haven't already talked about.
I would just like to give the viewers a little more information about who we are as an organization.
Do that.
TCN is a nonprofit organization that basically pulls together other organizations, businesses, and members of the community to solve problems that exist in the community. So obviously workforce is one, but we work on issues of homelessness, we work on youth development issues, elder care issues, community partners against abuse. So we have a lot of different services. We also provide support for nonprofit organizations, almost like a chamber of commerce for nonprofits.
Very good. Well, thank you. Yes, go ahead, Adrian.
I was just going to add, and because of all the wonderful things that Holly just mentioned about what TCN does, that's one of the reasons why the Mobile Job Lab was born out of the initiative, because there isn't a resource like the Mobile Job Lab in our area. The Career Link has moved to Norristown, so how can we service the individuals right here in Pottstown?
Right. Ladies, thank you. Holly, Adrian, thank you very much.
Thank
It's been
you.
our pleasure. I wish we had a lot more time to spend and talk about this. But for our viewers, the job search is becoming much more difficult today, and here's an excellent resource. I had the benefit of talking with these ladies even before we came on the camera, and they have a lot of great ideas on how you might be able to broaden your job search and fine-tune your message to prospective employers. So if you're in the market, this is a great organization to reach out to. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Folks, thanks for joining us today on our first of 2 visits to Pottstown Services, Pottstown Hospital, and now the TriCounty Community Network. Do appreciate you taking the tours with us today. I am State Senator Bob Mensch, 24th Senate District. My contact information will be on the screen shortly. Thank you. Have a good day.